Hi, my name is Tiffany Childers, and I am here with the nonprofit organization One Chair at a Time. And we're continuing our weekly series called Our Story, where we highlight and honor the real lives and real journeys of individuals in our community. And each week we sit down with someone who is a part of the nonprofit One Chair at a Time and give them space to share their story. And today I'm grateful to be joined by D'meatris, and we are going to talk about his journey. So, can you just take me back to what life looked like before your um, accident?
Mm,
What did you do? How old were you? Tell me all the things.
I got injured when I was 18.
Okay. How old are
Um,
you now?
I'm 26.
Okay.
Um, Life back then, I just had a lot of fun. I was a very joyous person. I was just the life of the party. Um, that's
That's it.
yes,
Were you in
ma'am.
high school?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What grade?
Uh, my junior year.
Okay. Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about the day of your accident? And you can say as much or as little as you want to. Just
Um,
tell us what happened.
the day of, I was at a girl's house, and it was like a regular day. We had got up in the morning. She was actually finna get ready to take me home.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna go play basketball with my friends. I had seen my sister at her mother-in-law's house because they live right next to the girl that I was messing with.
Mm-hmm.
And I see my sister, so it just hit my mind. I was like, man, let me just go see what my sister doing. Let me
Mm-hmm.
go see what she doing. And I went over there, and I see my niece, play with my niece for a little bit, and her brother-in-law, my sister's brother-in-law, I've been knowing him since I was like 13. Um,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
You're right.
Give me a second.
You're good.
Yeah, give me a second.
You're good.
I said I met him since he was 13.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I always, I, they all, I was always known to just spend the night at the weekend over there. So we was kind of cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It was, we was cool. We was like brothers. Um, the day of, he told me, he said, man, come smoke with me. I used to smoke. Um, I didn't think nothing of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Just normal.
yeah, and I went in and I went to the kitchen to get something to drink because his mom was like my mom. All my friends, my house was like their house. I thought their house was like mine too. You know, I thought we was all friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the kitchen to get something to drink. Got something to drink, and they had like a open with two doors. And when I closed it, he was already coming around the corner with the gun. And in that moment, I just knew it was real. I knew it was real. It wasn't like
So this was your brother-in-law.
yes,
How old is he?
we're the same age.
Same age?
Yes,
And he shot you
yes,
intentionally?
yes,
Really?
yes. I can try to break it down and be like, you know, it's for this or it's for that. Um, I done heard plenty of stories, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I heard plenty of stories. The reason why, and all this. Um, the closest thing I can say is it was over a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
So you didn't know, you didn't see anything coming.
it was signs before, you know. I tell everybody, you know, I'm very spiritual, so I'm
Mm-hmm.
into God and stuff like that. So
Mm-hmm.
it was signs before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Little things he'll
Just
say,
kind of, yeah,
little things,
uneasiness or,
yeah,
yeah,
the energy will be off, you
yeah,
know, just stuff like
yeah.
that,
I'm
and
big on energy too, and you kind of just feel it.
you just feel it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
man, uh, I didn't think it would go
So
down like
was
that.
it point blank
Nah,
at you,
um,
or were
yes,
you
ma'am.
turned
No,
away from him?
no, I was literally when I closed the thing, I was not face to face, but when I closed it, I turned. He was already like boom, like it was
Wow.
already on me,
Yeah.
And as soon as I tried to take a step to come forward, because I knew it was real, like I was kind of naive.
Yeah.
You know, I'm good looking. I know that I'm kind
Yeah.
of confident,
Yeah.
and I was a big dude back then.
Yeah.
So you know,
Yeah.
I was naive.
Yeah.
And
So when did you realize that it's as bad as it was? Did you
the first week,
immediately know,
oh
like right when you got shot, like, okay, I can't move my legs?
yes,
Or
ma'am.
so you kind of dropped
Yes,
to
ma'am.
the ground?
My legs just like I would say giving up, but they kind of flipped in front of me, like you know, like just went like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I hit the ground, and I tried to get up, and I
Nothing.
couldn't. I couldn't. Good thing he only shot one time, though. You know,
Yeah.
he shot one time and dropped the gun and
Yeah.
started doing his little rant and stuff like that. So, uh,
Was he arrested?
no, no, man,
Okay. So never
no,
charged for it?
nah,
Yeah.
uh, no, man.
So you knew at that time that it was pretty bad? Or when did you realize that, oh my goodness, this might be permanent? Because, like you said, I mean, 18, you're still young and naive, and
I want to say it was the first week.
mm-hmm,
It was the first week in the hospital.
mm-hmm,
I couldn't get up. I couldn't do nothing. Um, when I got out the ICU, of course, I went to ICU. They rushed me straight into surgery and stuff. Since it was upper body, they had to cut me open and do all that just to make sure they hit no organs.
mm-hmm.
Um, you
Where's your injury?
it's T12 between T12 and T11, so I'm a lower injury. I kind
Okay.
of still have a little bit of mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So that's way down low.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
By your tailbone.
Tailbone, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. I think the thing that really I want to say saved me from being a higher up injury is I put my hands up. So you
Mm-hmm,
know, soon as like I said, I felt it was real.
mm-hmm.
I took a step, had my hands up. And that's where it caught me right there, and it went downwards from there. It
Oh,
went downwards.
oh, wow. So
Yeah.
it ricocheted off
The thumb.
the,
Yes.
wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Um,
that did. Wow. So what all did you have surgery on? Did they actually do surgery on your spine, or
no, ma'am. I had an ostomy put in, and that's really it.
explain what that is?
Ostomy is like a bag that you do your feces in.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm. And so they didn't, they just did surgery for that and
yes,
not
ma'am.
surgery on the actual spine.
No, ma'am. They couldn't because they said the bullet was too. It was too dangerous to touch the bullet because it could paralyze me in turn.
Further.
Yeah, more than what it really was. So they were scared, and a lot of
Yeah,
doctors I didn't ask, they said the same thing. Like they
yeah,
won't touch it. They won't touch
yeah.
it.
Wow, that is scary if they would have done the surgery. So is the bullet still in there?
Yes, ma'am.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. See, I always find out these stories every time I've talked to you guys, and I'm just always just fascinated with your grit and your determination and where you are today. So, so tell me how life has changed since then, because that's a big change.
Um, man,
How long were you in the hospital?
I was in the hospital maybe. I know for sure I probably did like a week in the ICU,
Mhm. Mhm.
and then in total probably like a month, maybe
Mhm.
2 months. I left super early. I didn't really do rehab or nothing. I left
Mhm.
super early um, for other reasons.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I never really did rehab or nothing like that. I
You
just went
didn't.
straight home
Yeah.
and just stayed to myself.
Mhm.
Joe tried to come and see me when I was in there when I first got hurt, but I was just so freaking.
Yeah, and of course that's going to be another question of mine. Physically, mentally, emotionally, that had to have been just like shocking.
Yes, ma'am.
So, how was your emotional state and your mental state? Were you
Man,
angry? Were you,
I think I was just hurt.
uh-huh,
I was hurt,
disappointed? Mhm.
disappointed. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
just hurt,
Mhm.
crying a lot.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
other than that, I can't say I was really angry. I wasn't angry because I'm not an angry person.
Yeah.
Like that's just even now.
Yeah. I think that's great because anger will eat you up.
Yes.
It'll eat you alive from the inside out. Wow. Okay. So, life has changed a lot since then, huh?
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
did you go back to school?
Um, yes, ma'am. Actually, I met up with Joe probably about a year ago. Prior to that, prior 2 years to that, I've been working on myself. So I was reading books already, trying to get myself into the environment to go to school and just complete some goals, do something in life, not just be at home and be sad all the time. So I met him a year ago. I had just completed my second wave of therapy ever. Um, and they called Joe up there and he was like, man, I can't. I'm looking forward to get you in the group. Like, I need to get you around everybody. They need to see you. They need to meet you. And ever since I got around everybody, it's been like open arms. I love everybody. Everybody is like, they try to say like, everybody finds their own person in the group. I feel like I'm cool with everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah, I'm like that,
Yeah.
a glue or something like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
And that's your personality. You're just, your energy. Everybody likes to be around you, and you like to be around everybody else.
yes, ma'am.
Well, that's, what do you think was the hardest part for you getting after leaving the hospital and going home and getting back into the the groove of living and life? And what
Uh,
was the hardest part for you?
Um, I can honestly say just fighting for my independence. That's one of my biggest things. I always been independent. I have
Mm-hmm.
6 other siblings,
Mm-hmm.
but I always been a loner. I never
Mm-hmm.
really just dibbled and dabbled with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I always been independent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was what was really beating me up inside was, man, I can't even put my clothes on by myself. Can't even put my socks on by myself. I need somebody to come wash my back when I'm in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain things
Mm-hmm.
like that I had to learn and get over. But
Rely on other people a
yes, ma'am.
lot.
But other than that, that's probably the biggest thing. My independence.
Mm-hmm.
I work real hard for my independence. Even now, I live by
Mm-hmm.
myself.
Oh, you do?
Yes, ma'am. I have my own apartment.
I love that.
I'm in college. It's a lot of
I
things
love
I
that.
can write off. About. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, I love that. So, um, what what are your goals? What are you doing now? What are your goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I know
Uh,
you said you're going to college, and I love that. And every time I see you, you're always doing your schoolwork,
yes, ma'am.
working on your schoolwork.
Uh,
Are you going to Amarillo College?
yes, ma'am. I'm actually yes, ma'am. My major is psychology. I'm actually going to school to be a counselor for people like us that have
Right.
mental issues and stuff like that. Being around everybody, I took a lot. I learned a lot from
Mm-hmm.
everybody, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the things I see that everybody struggles with is mental health.
Oh yes.
Yes, ma'am. So that's why I go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Are you going full time right now?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, mental health is a really big thing right now, and I can just only imagine if you have some kind of accident like you, or anybody in the one chair at a time. I mean, it's a struggle to get back to good, and you really have to be intentional with your healing and your mental health. So
yes, ma'am.
I love that, and I love that. So when you said you were going to therapy, do you mean physical therapy or like
Um, I
therapy therapy?
I actually been to both.
Yeah, have you?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
you did go back to physical therapy,
Yes,
even
ma'am.
though you went home so quick?
Yes, ma'am. I did, and that's the
Good,
way I was saying. I
good,
completed 2 waves of that,
good.
um,
Okay.
and I'm here now.
Yeah, you are.
Yes, ma'am.
So do you have a little bit of mobility, you said?
Yeah, I can move a little bit. Would you like me to show you?
No, no, you don't have to
Okay.
show me, but
Yes,
just
ma'am.
your legs, though.
Yes, ma'am.
So everything in your upper body is good.
Yes, ma'am.
I can see you got big old broad shoulders.
yes,
You're working out, huh?
ma'am.
Well, you've lived with something that most people can't imagine. All of you guys have. So what do you think it's taught you about yourself?
Ooh,
I know.
that is a
Mhm.
deep one. What has it
Mhm.
taught me about myself? Dang, that's a crazy one. That
I
is a
know.
crazy one.
Because we don't ever want to think about ourselves and what we learned from all of it.
Um,
Sometimes I think we think we don't realize that the worst thing that happens to us can actually be a blessing that changes us emotionally, mentally, physically,
yes, ma'am.
And I think once we get past to or over the worst thing that happened to us, I think mentally we're so strong, and you're so strong. I mean, could you imagine if it hadn't happened to you? Where do you think you'd be?
Man, dead or in jail.
Yeah, I mean, really.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, and I think that goes for a lot of people, and we sometimes our darkest moment is our biggest win,
Yes, ma'am.
you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know that for myself since I wrote my book on, dark moments and, kind of overcoming that and all of that. So, I mean, I'm just super proud of you. So, tell me about One Chair at a Time and how it has helped you and how you said Joe Chris had come up like right when you were in the hospital and you were kind of like, no, I don't want anything to do with you. Or uh,
Yes, ma'am.
did you just kind of blow them off and
Yes, ma'am. I did. And we talk
think,
about
I
it
can do this myself? I've got
exactly.
this.
A lot of God talk,
Uh huh.
which
Uh huh. Yeah. A
um,
lot of
but
yeah. So did he keep hounding you and hounding you and
no, he left me,
he
and
left you alone?
yeah, he was just like,
I
man,
was shocked.
and he was just like, man, I know that man's gonna come back. I know that young
Mm,
man's gonna be back,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I did come back. As soon as I heard his name, I was just like,
Yeah.
Joe Chris. I didn't keep his card,
Yeah.
but I remembered his name.
Yeah.
As soon as I heard his name, I said, oh man, I remember that man,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
I got in touch with him immediately,
Yeah.
and from there we just started setting goals
Yeah.
um, for the independence, for school, for the future,
Hmm.
everything. We just been a whole lot of goal setting and just a lot of accomplishing goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So tell me, what were some of your goals? Was college one of them?
No,
Not really.
that wasn't one of my goals.
It wasn't.
No, my goals. I just wanted to be happy. My upbringing is a little different than a lot of people. I don't really come from a stable home. I come from a broken home.
Yeah.
A broken mom.
Yeah.
Um, so you can only imagine how it kind of affected me.
Hmm.
Emotionally
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
all I ever wanted to be is be happy, be at peace. Um, them were my goals, literally. I'm so
That's a
serious.
fabulous goal.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the things that I'm so for is protecting your peace.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
if that means not, being around certain individuals or certain things that just to protect your peace, you have to do it
Yes,
because your
ma'am.
peace is yours and
Yes, ma'am.
you are the only one that can set those boundaries and set your goals and your boundaries
Yes,
and
ma'am.
do what you need to do.
Yes, ma'am.
So you hooked up with Joe Chris about a year ago?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So you're
And
26.
26. Yes,
So
ma'am.
that you were 18 when this happened.
When I met him. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's been about 8 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Um, from meeting Joe, I was actually in the Goodwill, um, some little small computer classes that actually got me right for college.
Mhm.
They do enroll you as a college student and stuff, but it's not actually college, but it's
Mhm.
college classes.
Okay.
I started off with that. I completed that. Got like 3 certificates. After that, I kind of felt like it was just time to bump it up and go
Yeah.
to college, go to actual college,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm at right now. Um,
Fantastic. So, what year are you in college, or
I'm
is it
actually I'm actually in the first year still, but I
first year?
finished this is the second half of the first semester.
Yeah.
So I got about 2 more weeks left. I'm finished strong.
Yeah. Do you have finals coming up?
Yes, ma'am. In about
Yep.
2 weeks.
Yep. Yep. And then you'll start it all over in January. Is that when the next semester starts?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, how long do you think it's going to take you?
Me, I like to work at my pace. So and coach calls me molasses. So I'm kind of
That's funny.
I like to work at my pace.
Yeah.
Um, so
So,
ain't no
okay, where
telling.
do you see yourself in 5 years? Graduated from college?
Yes, ma'am.
College degree?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
think so too.
College degree, just independent.
Yeah.
Still like, um, I'm big on like encouraging people
Yeah.
and stuff like that, boosting
Yeah.
people's spirits, and I
Yeah.
just want to be that type of person.
What about like a motivational speaker?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think that would be incredible.
Yes, ma'am. Things like that. That's me.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
this is why I love that you guys are sharing your story, because you never know who is going to see it and who's going to be motivated and, be in the same place that you were 8 years ago
Yes,
and be
ma'am.
motivated by you and what you guys are doing and what One Chair at a Time is doing. So, do you do any of the sports with Joe Chris or just.
Yes, ma'am. I actually went with them to Endeavor games in Oklahoma. I competed in the discus and the shot put, javelin, and powerlifting.
Really?
Yes.
No wonder your chest is so big and your shoulders are so wide. I love it. How'd you do?
I got second place.
Good job.
I did pretty good, but I got first in everything else.
Well, that's a huge accomplishment.
Yes, ma'am.
I love that. I love that you set goals and yeah, you're getting them done. So I'm asking everybody this, and it always makes me laugh. If you can describe Joe Chris in one word, what would it be?
OMG, that's a crazy one. Man, I think we talked about this like a week ago, but I would say integrity, man. He always does what like he does what's right. You know, he helps us. He shows us. He's showing us. We learning so much from this man. It's more than just a regular relationship. Um,
And I think he's one of those guys. He does what he says he's going to do.
exactly.
And I think that's so important. If he says, hey, man, I'll be there, he's going to be there.
Yes, yes, ma'am. That is him.
That's just what I've noticed about him. I mean, if he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. And I think that's such a huge quality in somebody.
Yes, ma'am.
So, well, I bet he's got lots of things to say about you too, some nice things. Okay, well, we are done here. And I just want to thank you for opening up and letting people like see who you are and share your story. Like I said, if one person can see this and get any kind of motivation from it, I think that's incredible. So thank you for sharing your story.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Hi everybody, it's Joe Chris Rodriguez. Do another one of these videos. I want to fill you in on D'meatris, aka D. Kind of how I met him. Met him at Northwest after he got injured, after he got shot. Got to come in and speak with him. He really didn't say much to me. I think he was overwhelmed with the situation. Talked to him for a little while. Tried to be there for him. He wasn't having it. He kind of went his own route. I left him my number. Didn't really get to hear from D again. I would say he just kind of fell off the planet, kind of disappeared. Then about a year ago, it's been about a year or so, I got a text message from a therapist saying that they had a young man that had met me and wanted to be in the program. So I came up to Northwest outpatient to go see this young man. And when I rode in, it was D'meatris. And so he kind of, hey, coach. He says, how you? Tells me his story again because I needed a refresher. And from that moment on, he was telling me he wanted to be in the program. And we kind of took him under our wing. And he's accomplished a lot of things like all these other individuals. He's really worked his butt off in the last year to accomplish his goals. And when I met him, that was one of the biggest things is we were going to learn accountability and we're going to learn to start accomplishing our goals. When I met him, he didn't know how to drive. So that was number one because he was 26 years old, I think, and not driving. So I got to go out and teach him how to drive in the little Toyota. And once he got to learn to drive, I got to go with him to take his driver's test. And he took that, passed that. And then needed to get into education. He needed to get into education, get a degree, so he could get a job. And he got into the Goodwill. Goodwill had some classes. He started taking those, and he was accomplishing his goals step by step, slowly. Bought his own car, started to be really independent. And then he accomplishes the fact to get his own apartment. We helped him get his apartment. And he lives on his own, him and his dog, goes to school, door dashes to make a little bit of money, and started competing too as an adult with the One Chair at a Time athletes. He got to go down to Endeavor Games for his first time ever. I think it blew his mind to see all the different individuals, kids, adults, the amputees, the double amputees, the spinal cord injuries, the CPs. He had not seen any of that, so I think when he got there, he was a little overwhelmed. But he showed up and performed really well, did really good. He threw in the pit with Jackson, which is really great. But for him, I think the biggest thing is being part of a community that we have and being able to, he gets assistance and gets, made friends with Kendra and Ever and Matt and all these kind of good, successful individuals in chairs, which has helped him a lot to change his mentality where he was before, because this young man had to learn how to live on his own, to be independent without going to a rehab like a lot of us get to go to. So I couldn't imagine getting injured and not going to rehab, telling a therapist, teach me how to get dressed, teach me how to shave again, teach me how to bathe again. All these daily little skills that as an able-bodied person, you take for granted. I took it for granted when I got shot. It was just overwhelmed me. To go and to take a shower used to take me 10 minutes. And now you got to plan ahead. It's going to take you 30, 40 minutes to transfer and all those kind of things. But this young man learned that on his own. And he did his own thing for it's got to be 5 or 6 years. And then for him to come into our program and to the things that I asked him to do, right? He probably told you guys that I'm very hard on him like the rest of them. But man, he's done everything he had to, and the accomplishments he's made, I'm just very proud of him like the rest of them. And he's fit in very, very well. The sky's the limit for him, like the rest of these individuals with chairs. We can all set goals and say we're going to go do this, but you have to have the want and the will to go grind and to go get it. And he's going to go get it right now. So I'm very proud of him. And so that's a little bit about D'meatris, because I could go on for a long time, just like all these other individuals. I have lots to say about him. But I want to say thank you again for you guys taking the time out of your day and listening to these, because it's really, I don't think the community realizes how hard it is for somebody to open up their story and put it on the internet, because you're open to everybody saying whatever they want to say, because that's the world we live in today. And so I'm very proud of them to show everybody what our program has done for them, and not only what they've done for the program's done for them, but what they've done for me, because each one of these people that have come through this program has helped change my life too. So I want to say thank y'all. Stay tuned. We have another one coming up next week. It'll be an athlete, young athlete. So very excited. See y'all soon.